east of the mountains.
Hope you guys enjoyed our last video. We're back again.
Still smells like smoke in here. Still clearing out that headache. Probably took about 12 years off of both of our lives, but that's okay. Charging on.
So, let's do a little walk around of it today, a little bit more in depth from last time. We'll get it up on the lift, we'll get under it, show you guys what's wrong with it or not wrong with it, hopefully.
Some things that you guys don't know is that this car drives like an absolute death trap. I'm pretty sure we purchased it from the Reaper in human clothing off Craigslist.
Yeah.
Because it definitely tries to kill you every time you drive it.
It didn't come with these wheels. We put these on, and it drove better on smaller wheels. And if you know stuff, that bigger, heavier wheels definitely show you worn suspension.
Oh, it highlighted it really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but again, this is our 90, is it 90 or 91? 90. 1990 535i, M30, B35, inline 6, great engine. Oh, there goes flashlight. Take a peek inside to see what this gym has to offer. We have the mintest of interiors, of course, for a Craigslist car. You know, you want all the features, and this one has all of them, and even some extras. We paid extra for those wires popping out of the dash, and we had to throw the guy $30 or something like that to rip the stereo out of it and stuff for us, and the HVAC controls.
It's still there. It's just down here.
It's relocation, race car.
He told us that he was switching the interior to black and then just got demotivated because his other car stopped running, needed to work on that. So we got it cheap.
And it has a bunch of random interior parts that we're most likely not going to need because this car is going to be light, so we can go fast. Light equals fast. That's the game plan. Where's my beer? Here we go. See what else we got. More crap. Maybe we can build a house or something. We got some screens in here, a bunch of random interior parts, stuff left over from.
Oh, there's the center console.
Whatever that guy was doing.
Might put that back in, might not.
Oh, dude, you got a 6 sound system. Look at this baby.
Oh man. Let's check this out.
Starting some earthquakes.
The earthquake.
Hopefully there's no.
Oh wait, I didn't even. There's a subwoofer mounted to the rear dash with no box around it.
Oh, dude.
I bet that just
What do you
makes...
mean? This is the whole thing is the box.
The whole thing is a box.
Yeah, the whole trunk is the box, man.
Sweet.
We'll hermetically seal it, and then we'll have the dopest sound system on the drag race. And then when our cars blows up, people won't be mad because we'll have dope beats going.
Anyway.
So, another reason we're doing this video is kind of for our own purposes. We're going to check out the suspension under it since it drives like a death trap. Figure out what parts we need to pull, so that way we can get out in the junkyard out here. Junkyard, basically just our hoarding addiction for BMWs, and start ripping parts off of some of our other E34s to get this thing back in shape where it needs to be. So we'll see what surprises are under here for us. Right, see what this beauty has to offer. Copious oil leaks everywhere from every orifice. That sounds familiar. Looks like we're missing about half the oil pan bolts, so that's exciting. Yeah, there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 missing.
This car has lowering springs on it. It looks like the oil pan has suffered because of that. There's some fins ground off there on the front.
But on the bright side, Racing Dynamics sway bars. Looks like bushings were replaced on the tension arms. That's exciting.
We'll grab a pry bar. Test those things.
Yeah, let's take a look. Still has the 400-pound exhaust on it. We're gonna have to get rid of that promptly. Oh, you even have a rear sway bar. Ooh, with adjustable end links and Bilsteins. Look at that. It's pretty much a race car already. We don't even need to do anything.
Cool. Oh, there. If you watched our last video, you might have noticed that only one wheel was spinning on the Burnout. Here's
there you go.
the reason for that.
Super not LSD.
Non-limited slip.
Yep.
We'll have to figure that out.
Definitely going to be swapping the diff out. Exhaust is going bye-bye. Okay, you got that pry bar? Did you have
I got the pry bar.
Sweet. Let's see what's up with these things. So, for those of you who have old BMWs, if you have E28, E12, or E24, E34, they all use pretty much the same suspension components. Easy way to check them, just like Chris is doing. Pry bar, you want to put some tension on it and see how much play is in the bushing. That one appears to be
Pretty good.
decent, not too bad. It's supposed to have a little flex, obviously, because these are for absorbing vibrations from the road. These are a huge problem on early 5 Series, though, because these bushings right here, the tension arm bushings give out and causes a death wobble above about 50 miles an hour.
That one was even better. That one's
It's
good.
even moving. Actually, these components look pretty good, so I'm curious as to why this is a complete death trap.
You want to check maybe the steering box?
Sure, yeah, try to wiggle that wheel.
What are we looking for?
Looking to see if there's any play in the pitman arm here. So it's a steering box rather than a steering rack. And this arm right here is called the pitman arm. And after a while, it can get some play in it or in the gears in the box itself. Oh yeah, that one's got some play. So I don't know if you can see it on your computer or phone or whatever you're watching on, but there's a good amount of play on the end of that shaft, which could be from the bearing on the actual shaft it goes on going out, or it could be from the pitman arm kind of wallering itself out over 30 years of abuse. Either way, we're gonna have to fix that so this thing goes in a straight line and doesn't kill us.
But I mean, other than that, all these ball joint boots look like they're fairly new.
Pretty decent. Oh, you're not cool, man. Beer down. Oh man, beer down.
That's horrible.
Alignment's definitely super off though. Check out the wear on this, the tires. I've never noticed this. See how there's a lip right there? So this one's towed in. Feel that?
It's feathering itself a little bit.
Yeah. Probably can't see that on phone or computer, but oh, this one's got it too. So what we're dealing with right now, other than my lightsaber penis, is the wheels on the car are supposed to be like this. Right now they're a little bit like this, so they're fighting each other. So when you turn, one will grip and kind of pull that way, and the other one will grip and pull that way, and so the car's fighting itself essentially. There's the devil inside the car.
So we might have to do an alignment before we take it,
And an exorcism.
but probably not. But we'll try. Maybe we'll do it ourselves.
If you guys know a priest, send him our way, because exorcise the demons out of this car.
Transmission seems to be pretty good. Not leaking too much, if anything.
It's got some sweet cooling fin action.
Yeah.
Fancy race car stuff.
It's not rusty under here.
This thing is actually way more decent than I thought it would be. I genuinely thought this car was going to be a hunk of rust and debris and crap under here. But it looks okay.
Trailing arm bushings here aren't the greatest.
I need to cut that out because those aren't trailing arm bushings.
What are they?
I don't know the name for them.
Okay, these bushings.
Wishbones.
Okay,
Here you go.
Break, start again.
well, this is a trailing arm, right?
Just say bushings. So this whole thing right here is the trailing arm.
right, so these are technically
These are the trailing arm bushings. These are like
a trailing arm end link
support
bushing?
bushings or some shit. I don't fucking know. Just call them bushings.
These bushings right here, though,
The bushings.
they seem to be not in the greatest of shape.
Yeah. The rotary girder. Check the specs on it. No, yeah. Very shot. So we'll see if we got some of those laying around. Maybe another car has some. I don't know if we really want to mess with them because it looks like these bolts might have actually gotten a little bent at some point in time. So we may just have to pray for the best on those and hope that we don't die.
So a little bit of talks about under here for plans. So this is a 535. So this has a medium case diff, 188 millimeter diff. We can go to a.
Don't show it at the camera. It's gonna blind it.
Good thinking. We have some large case diffs we can put in. We'll probably do that, and then also switch to the larger axle shafts too, so we don't break things. And then for brakes, we were gonna upgrade at least the front brakes, but probably the rear brakes too, to get some vented in for the speed. We have a company that will be working with us, Angry Ass Solutions.
Shout out to Brent.
Um,
Hooking us up.
they make adapter brackets to run newer BMW 335 brakes off of a F30 chassis. So we'll be running those. We'll show you those in the next video. And yeah, that's probably it for underneath for upgrades. We might do coilovers, we might not. The car's lowered. It's kind of on how much time we got. It does have Bilsteins and I don't know, some sort of green springs.
Watch your dick. I'm bringing it down. So of course, since we're going to Roadkill, I mean, we got to make the car uglier. So we've got a crusty E34 that I built back in the day. If you guys want to see what it used to look like, check out the Instagram Mile High Euros E34 with a wide body made out of license plates. Pretty ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to take the hood and front nose panel off that car because it's a wide hood, or sorry, wide nose panel car, wide front grills. We're going to switch it onto here.
This part, the actual nose is wider, right, and then the nostrils are wider, and it covers this area more. It's a better look, and this one, as Will pointed out earlier in the video, is a little smashed. Oh shit! Like the hood doesn't really close all the way, and
luckily it opens backwards, so it's not going to fly off. But we're going to rectify that by switching the hood out for a much crustier, disgusting looking hood. You know, also in typical roadkill fashion.
Yeah, we'll have some better looking bumpers to put on here, maybe some side skirts, and even though these wheels are probably the best looking wheels you can put on an E34, we are not going to be running these either. So we're going to probably have two sets, one to drive down there on and one to run on the strip.
That's if we make it there.
I mean, we'll have
one to attempt to make it there.
We'll have the other wheels with us. We just don't know if we'll make it with them.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's take a little bit deeper look under the hood than we did last night.
Speaking of which, I really don't know how we're going to get that tire smell out of here. This car, literally within like a 10-foot radius, smells like tire. Probably like half of what the black paint is at this point. Yeah, M30, E35. Alright, it's a timing chance, you don't have to worry about breaking the timing belt. Pretty dope, I mentioned that last night. Some people know that. Matte exhaust leak. Mix that with a turbo.
If it overheats a little bit, you can just grab the fan clutch back.
Totally shot. We'll throw the E-fan on it. Get rid of some parasitic drag.
Here's have a newer radiator. Doesn't have a fan shroud though. Those just look nice.
It actually looks like a pretty clean, unabused engine until we got a hold of it.
Sounds like she got some vacuum leaks. It's cold, by the way.
Warm up a little bit. Not like you did last night. Oh, also, Chris and I were doing some brainstorming as to where the heck we're going to find a turbo big enough to supply 600 horsepower to this turd. And then we realized that we already have one laying around. So the turbo is going to be free, and that's excellent. So I think we need to go make sure it works.
My E36 drift car, race car. I'm not very good at racing or drifting, so it sits here.
Doesn't matter though, they're both fun, and you look cool doing it.
Let's fire her up, see.
Oh, so for those of you who haven't seen right here, there's a very large turbo attached to this car. Want to pop it? She may look like a hoopty, but she's no joke. Chris, how much horsepower do you think this thing makes?
Middle to high fives?
Sounds about right, I can agree with that. So, this is the turbo we're going to be sealing. Right now we're going to go for an operational test. Make sure everything's functional, because naturally, you got to make sure it works before you use it. So Chris is going to show you how to test the turbo. Aren't you, Chris?
Yeah.
smoke coming out of the hood. I hope you didn't toast your turbo supply. Pop it. Pop it up.
We're probably going to count more of the bounce over here.
No, your turbo drain line's melted. Kill it. Kill it. Your turbo drain's melted. Spraying oil everywhere. But that's okay. Turbo still works. At least hopefully it still works. Sweet Jesus. So full disclosure, we did not actually build this car. Good friend of mine built it, Blaine Farrell. Blaine, what's up, man? We like your car. It works well, but unfortunately, we're stealing the turbo for it, for something. I don't know if it's better, but
And then we'll rebuild this car into something else. Don't worry.
we'll make it cooler. Don't worry about it.
All we're stealing, turbo and injectors.
We're not gonna kill your car, Blaine. Don't be sad. I think those guys enjoyed the burnout.